Good evening, students. Welcome to Shruti Academy. So let us start with the question number 12 of exercise 6.5 for class 10 CBSE for chapter 6 triangles. Okay. So the question number 12 says two poles of heights 6 meters and 11 meters stand on a plain ground. If the distance between the feet of the poles is 12 meters, find the distance between their tops. So we need to find out the distance between their tops. Okay, so let us draw the figure first of all. Okay, we need to draw the figure, and according to the figure we will be solving our question. Okay, so there are two poles. Let us mark it as P1 and P2. So this is my pole P1 and this is my pole P2. The P1 is having a distance of 6 meters. Okay, and P2 is having a distance of 11 meters. So this is the feet of both the poles, and they are saying that the distance between the feet of the poles is 12 meters. So this is my 12 meters over here. This is the top of both the poles. This is the top of both the poles. Okay, so we need to find out the distance between the tops. Distance between the tops of both the poles P1 and P2. Okay, so this is my figure. So if I draw a line from here, so we will be getting a rectangle over here. Okay, so let us name the figure, name the vertices. So let us name it as A, B, C, D and E. Okay, so now let us see that ABCD is forming a rectangle. So the opposite sides of the rectangle are equal. So we can easily say that ABCD is a rectangle formed. Okay, so my AB is equal to DC, which is equal to 12 meters. Okay, so this will be equal to 12 meters. Then my AD will be equal to BC, so that will be equal to 6 meters. You can write down the reason also. Opposite sides of rectangle are equal. Okay, so my this height will be also equal to 6 meters. So EC can be calculated now, because EB is equal to height of pole P2, which is equal to 11 meters. So, and CB we have already found out to be equal to 6 meters, which is being justified from here. So we can easily find out EC from here. So EC will be equal to EC will be equal to EB minus CB. EB minus CB. Okay, so my EC I'll be getting over here. So this comes out to be EC comes out to be 11 minus 6, which is equal to 5 meters. So this comes out to be 5 meters my height. Now we already know this is making an angle 90 degrees. So corresponding angles are equal. So this angle will also be equal to 90 degrees over here. Okay, so the triangle which is formed over here, which we are getting over here, is a right angle triangle. We can easily see over here it is a right angle triangle. So when the right angle triangle is there, then the Pythagoras theorem is easily applicable. So taking triangle EDC EDC. Okay, so it is right angled at, we can write over here, right angled at C. Okay, it is right angled at C. So from here it is clear my base is DC, perpendicular is EC, and DE. DE is the distance between the tops, which we need to find it out in the question. Okay, so EC square plus DC square will be equal to DE square, will be equal to DE square. So EC square is 5, means EC is 5, so it will be 5 square. We have already found it out over here. Then DC is 12, that is also justified because the opposite sides of the rectangle are always equal. Length and breadth, we are having two measurable quantities over here, and the opposite sides of the rectangle are always equal. Okay, so DC is 12 according to the question, so it will be 12 square is equals to DE square. So from here DE square will be equal to 25 plus 144. So that will give us DE square to be equal to 169. So that will be equal to 169, taking the square root both the sides. So taking the square root both the sides, will be getting 13 meters as our answer. So therefore the distance between the tops, of the two poles, the two different poles is equals to 13 meter. Okay, and that is our answer. So in this manner we need to solve such type of questions. The main thing was applying the correct concept of rectangle as well as applying the correct concept of right angle triangle and application of the Pythagoras theorem, which is very much utmost important. The Pythagoras theorem itself is very much important, and how to apply it also another factor which is very much important. So we have applied over here the Pythagoras theorem. Firstly, we found out the parameters. We were not having the perpendicular for the triangle, so we found out the perpendicular by subtracting the height of CB from the whole height, which was 11. When we got two sides of the triangle, it was clear that we can easily find out now hypotenuse. So my hypotenuse DE, or the top or the distance between the tops of the triangles, two of the poles, distance between the tops of the two of the poles is 13 meter as my answer. Okay, so in this manner you need to solve such type of questions. So thank you. So please subscribe my channel, please share my videos, and if you have any doubt you can ask me in the comment section. Thank you.